Hi everybody, I'm Heidi Camps. How y'all doing tonight? So this is the cringe-worthy cutscenes panel, just to make sure you are here for the right panel and not for Undertale, Cuddle Time, or whatever it was that was happening. Yeah, so with that being said, let's get the really, really obvious one out of the way. So we all know this is coming, so let's just...
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Phew.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Korodai.
How can we help?
It is written, only Link can defeat Ganon.
Great, I'll grab my stuff.
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
How about a kiss for luck?
You've got to be kidding.
Squadala, we are off.
Wow, what are all those heads?
These are the faces of evil. You must conquer each.
I guess I'd better get going.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
Whoop. So yes, that was the very, very famous intro to Link Faces of Evil for the CDI, the Zelda game that they still haven't placed in the timeline for reasons unknown. So welcome to Gaming's Cringeworthy Cutscenes version 2. I say this is version 2 because I actually did a version of this panel back at home. I come from the San Francisco Bay Area. I originally ran this at FanimeCon, and this is a revised and greatly expanded version of the one I originally gave. So MAGFest, you East Coast people, you got a real treat going here. At least I sincerely hope this lives up to your expectations and half of you don't go leave to watch. Yeah, you're perfectly justified in going to go leave and watch two best friends play Sonic 06 or whatever they're doing. So let me introduce myself here. Hi, I'm me. I'm Heidi Kemps. I'm a professional games writer. I do work for a variety of international gaming and anime-related outlets. I've worked for GameSpot, worked for Anime News Network, Otaku USA, others like Vice Motherboard, and all over the place. But my personal website for gaming-related writing can be found at the URL jackpot I hit here, gaming.moe, which is, yes, where I have a copy of last year's panel I gave here, which is all about terrible Japanese video games, kusoge. And that was a great panel, and I'm hoping this year will be even better somehow. I mean, it's pretty hard to top a live cosmic race competition, but we're going to attempt it. And you can also follow me on Twitter at ZeroChan and at gamingmo. Not gamingmo.moe, it's just gamingmoe because, you know, Twitter doesn't have dots. Meh. My still rather small YouTube and Twitch channels are Devil Ray Chan and Devil Ray respectively. I stream sometimes. I'm in the Speedruns Live Mystery Tournament, so I'm going to be streaming fairly often-ish the next month or two. So check it out if you like me attempting to speedrun weird games nobody's heard of. All right, guys, I hate to do this, but we gotta lay down the law here. Please be respectful of the host and the audience, and I'm totally up for you getting excited, you know, laughing, cheering, clapping, all that good stuff, but for the love of God, like, please refrain from yelling the dank memes that come to your mind or just, like, generally screaming at the screen, because many people here haven't seen a lot of this stuff. Even if you have, that doesn't mean everybody else has, so don't spoil things for them unless it really is something everybody has seen. Yes, you.
Speaking when the cutscene is being played and you weren't talking as a kid, right?
Yeah, when a cutscene is playing, please, like, don't shout over it. Yeah. Yeah, please don't. That's just, a rule to keep everything enjoyable here for folks. So, without further ado, let's get started with one of my personal favorites. And this one has a bit of an interesting history. So, this is a game called Castle Shikigami 2. So, the origins of this are such that the original Castle Shikigami was an arcade game by Taito and Alpha System, a vertical shooting type game, arcadey stuff. Not really bullet hell, but I'm not going to get into shooter semantics here. Came out on PlayStation 2 in Japan, was a modest hit, and there was a fly-by-night publisher called Excess Games that decided, hey, let's localize this, sell it in the US for a budget price. And this is kind of what happened. There's a bit of a difference here, as you might be able to tell. And understandably, people were kind of pissed because not only does the cover just mean absolutely nothing, but they cut out just gigantic chunks of the game, including all of the story dialogue. Shikigami is actually a really story-rich shooting game. But anyway, this company got the rights to Castle Shikigami 2 and decided, hey, let's keep this intact this time. Let's not irritate people. The problem was they really cheaped out on the localization. And by cheaped out, I mean they went the Google Translate route. So you're about to witness some of this. There we go.
Hi, what a cute boy. Interested in my body, aren't you?
Not interested.
Oh, you're into that.
I like girls, but now it's about justice. My name is Ko, and I'm beating down evil. Stop bothering me. Now listen, you have two choices. A, beaten and then get caught, or B, caught and then get beaten.
You're an idiot. Let me finish you.
Ha! Ooh!
Big bro, he shouts like we do. He's the same kind as we are. Shouting for anger.
We're not alike. I'm a hero, and I'm done.
How can you tell?
Heroes help society, not make trouble.
I love how the voice actors attempt to spruce up the dialogue that they're given because it is just absolute nonsense. So Ko's not the only character. We've also got
A gentleman's come. Oops, not even a man. Sad jihad. Old times created a weapon. Out of human beings without feelings. I guess you're not. You have emotions.
Staying a weapon. It's much easier that way. Unnecessary to feel the pain. The world will change, meaning I'll become a useless waste. Then that's fine with me. If my death can make him feel a flutter.
what?
Big
Oh,
bro!
these two again.
What a sad woman. So sad. Why fight? We're the Atta brothers. Why do you fight?
Nothing else to do. Can be done for love.
How sad. Even sadder as we have to fight. We can't let you win, but we hope you do. Our sadness will die with us. Same for you, I hope.
Thank you. Hope he's doing okay. And Fumiko, too. No! Fight and die! That's the only way!
Yeah, there's a lot more of this. I think there's like 3 hours of dialogue for this. And it is all on YouTube. So if you ever need 3 hours of background noise, Castle Shikigami 2, that's a thing. I think that's a good way to start things off, but the thing about awkward cutscenes is that they're not really a modern thing. Honestly, they've been with us since the dawn of gaming.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Let's go.
Yep. Origins of the awkward cutscene trace back to SNK's Fantasy circa 1981. There you go, guys. I found it. But I think for a lot of folks, we first became aware of the awkward cutscene around the dawn of the CD-ROM age. One of the first entries to the CD-ROM market was, of course, NEC with the ludicrously overpriced TurboGrafx CD. Now, they released it with a really good version of Ys that had fantastic voice acting from well-established talent in the field. And they also released this. How many of you know this? Wow, a lot less than I thought. So you're in for a real treat here, guys. Last Alert is amazing. It says standard for years to come, and by standard I mean this is the worst voice acting can go, possibly. So let's check it out.
Colonel Kadar of the Republic of Libid, Mr. Lee of the Hong Kong Mafia, Chairman Steve of the Dual Foundation, Dr. Garcia, a brilliant physicist. With these four as its core figures, Force Project, an international armed band, began its evil activities. Its aim was to rule the world by organizing massacres, blackmailing, terrorism, and smuggling of weapons.
World controlled by Zombie Jesus, okay.
Yes, Mr. President. We're certain that Lloyd betrayed us. It seems that the Force Project is behind them. Their ability should not be underestimated. Yes, I have someone in mind. Let me handle this.
You're clearly talking to yourself.
He's entrusted me with the task.
So you'll ask him then?
The only person who could possibly fight the Force Project is this man. Guy Kazama is the only one.
And now we're going to meet Guy Kazama.
I thought I'd find you here.
I thought we'd always do things together, even when we die.
We've received a report that Lloyd and the Force Project jointly developed a stealth aircraft.
You're not expecting me to steal it.
That's what I want. Spartan has already infiltrated into Lloyd's frontline base, Blue Rhinos. He'll be your assistant on this mission.
Well, I owe Lloyd and the Force Project one, and I always make it a rule to get square with these guys.
These guys. Oh, hell yes, this is great. And thus begins Last Alert. So that isn't the end of the amazing cutscenes in Last Alert. Now, let me just warn you guys a little here, because this is called cringeworthy cutscenes. Some of these cutscenes might not be the most sensitive in portraying women and minorities, as you are going to see here.
I have received information about a CIA dog, Guy Kazama, who assassinated a member of the Force Project, Colonel Kadak.
He intends to enter the martial arts tournament you host every year to kill you, Mr. Lee.
Really? Wow, that's interesting.
So we plan to present you with 3 of the toughest fighters.
By the way, Dr. Garcia, how is the development of your ultimate weapon, Indra, coming along?
Yeah, it should be completed within a month.
Yes. So let's skip ahead towards the finale of the game. Great jogging music, this.
I'm the only one remaining of the Force Project members. But I have completed the ultimate weapon, Indra. Boy, once it's launched, it will put an end to all mankind. Yeah, they shall be punished. But don't lose heart. I'll give you just one last chance. Unfortunately, it takes 24 hours to launch Indra. If you can destroy Indra within that time, you win. But, there's only one man who's allowed to play this game. That's Guy Kazama. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
As the President of the United States, I ask you, save all mankind.
I'll try, but I can't take the responsibility. This mission is just too great.
I know you can do it.
You can never trust Leonard.
He says himself he's untrustworthy, and yet they send him out to save all of mankind. This is the logic of Last Alert, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, there's a lot more to that game, too, including like mid-game dialogue bits that are also pretty darn amazing. But moving along. So I think more people were probably familiar with the Sega CD as opposed to the TurboGrafx CD. The TurboGrafx didn't exactly have the highest of install base, and, well, neither did the Sega CD, but it definitely had more. And one of the things Sega did a lot was porting Genesis games over and adding things like extra levels, CD audio, and cutscenes. If you came here earlier, you heard the theme song to this game called Swing Time, sung by none other than Mr. Big. You know, the guy who sang Just to Be With You? That guy. So the cutscenes in this are pretty spectacular. I think they were done, if not by the same Russian animation house that did Faces of Evil, one that was very, very similar. You can see a lot of similarities in the style. So let's watch one from somewhat early on in the game.
I'm sorry, Kurt. I know you can't help the awful chemical reaction that keeps turning you into the lizard. And you can't help what you do when you transform. But I had to stop you. Kurt, are you okay?
Oh, where am I? What am I doing here? Spider-Man.
What's going on? It's a long story, Kurt. You might say I ran into you while I was looking for something down here. A key.
Could this be the key?
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I never saw it before.
Here, you take it. Thanks, Kurt. This will help me clobber the Kingpin. What's happening to me? Oh no! He's the lizard again! Sorry, Kurt. It looks like I'm going to have to take you out again. If I can.
So one of the weird things about this game is that it actually has bad endings. Like, one of the endings is where Kingpin kills both Spider-Man and Mary Jane by dunking them into a vat of acid. It is fully animated, and it is goddamn nightmare fuel. But the other one, which we are about to watch, involves Spider-Man beating Kingpin, but failing to save Mary Jane from the vat of acid. And this is the weirdest, like, most bizarrely toned death scene in a video game I have ever seen. It's like the voice director didn't tell the Spider-Man voice actor, hey, your wife just died? So, yeah.
Mary Jane!
Spider-Man! What's going on here?
Kingpin's your man. His bomb is in the other room. I disarmed it with keys I took from his henchmen.
You're under arrest, Mr. Kingpin.
We're sorry for thinking this was your doing, Spider-Man.
You're wasting these officers' time, Spider-Man. My lawyers will have me out by dinner time. Oh, and it's a shame about the young woman, isn't it? Goodbye, Spider-Man. We'll meet again, I'm sure.
You'll pay for this, Kingpin. I swear you'll pay.
Yeah, that's it. It just stops. Oh boy. So if there's one company that defined the Sega CD, it would be these guys. Night Trap single-handedly necessitated the ESRB into existence, and everybody who owned a Sega CD had Sewer Shark lying around, whether they wanted it or not. Basically, these guys, they filmed interactive movies, and most of their games were just that, interactive movies with minimal input. But there was one game they made that never saw an official release. And I believe is their defining game, especially in terms of weird cutscenes. A little game called Citizen X. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if nobody here knows of this because, like I said, this game was canceled. And it's unique among Digital Pictures games in that you aren't controlling an interactive movie. In fact, all of the FMV is just weird little bits of communications. What happened, well, the plot is that you find a communicator and suddenly you are a government agent who has to stop this terrorist called Black Plague. And you have 15 minutes to do this because timers in games, hard timers, always great. Also, did I mention like 80% of this game takes place in a sewer? I don't know what it is with Sega CD games and sewers, but somebody at Digital Pictures said, hey, sewer levels, this is all great. And it is platforming, like the worst platforming imaginable through samey places with a hard 15-minute time limit. It's great. But you know what's even better? The cutscenes. Oh, God, the cutscenes. Let's have a look. See, now, there are these normal sewer grunts, and they're enemies that they hit you up on your communicator the first time they appear. So let's check out some of these folks.
You're either here to wrestle a gator, or munch a sewer rat, or make some trouble. Don't make no difference, 'cause I'm here to kick some butt. Now beat it! Welcome to my kingdom, oh foolish one! In moments, your flesh shall fill my belly, and your head adorn my walls. Yeah! Not you will be much of a trophy for me.
So, yeah, those are some of the enemies you encounter in Citizen X. There's a lot of footage like this, but there's one class of enemy in this game that is very, very, very special. So, later on in the game, you start fighting actual enemy clowns. And, let's just see some of these folks here. Oh, shit. Whoops. No, I skipped.
My atlas says I have to get over my fear of rats. Oh, I'm over it. I'm over it. A rat! I'm much better now.
Oh, this guy. We have nicknamed this guy the DLC for reasons. I apologize for your eardrums in advance.
You're gonna be neither. You're gonna be a corpse. Oh, come one, come all to the greatest show on earth. See Citizen X get blown to smithereens. Have a blast. We never bomb out. This one's for you, sucker.
Yeah, that's Citizen X for you. Now, you can actually buy this game. There's a company called Good Deal Games who license this and a bunch of other strange unreleased Sega CD games like Bug Blasters. Bug Blasters almost made it into this panel, but like I could have cheated and just done only Sega CD games. I gotta have some variety here, folks. But yeah, if you're interested, Citizen X, just be prepared for going through a lot of sewers, like a lot of sewers. So, I mentioned I've done other panels, and unfortunately we skipped ahead, and the surprise for this one was a little ruined. I love this image of Bootleg Saber so much. So, I did a panel about bootleg stuff back at FanimeCon in 2014, and that was a lot of fun. We talked about bootleg video games amongst many other things like figures and merchandise, but bootleg games are very, very special. And I'm trying to see if I have a certain buddy of mine here. Proton John, are you here?
He's actually in Major 2.
Oh, is he still going?
There were a lot of people that still wanted to talk and give things to them.
Okay. Slowbeef, are you here? Beef. Nina, you mind volunteering for a second? I need you to read something. Okay. I need you to read the opening crawl of the next game we are going to see, if that's cool by you.
Me?
Yes.
Can it be anywhere? Do you want to put in voice or something?
No, just do it naturally. Just attempt to read this.
All right. I can read.
Yes. All right, let's scoot this up and let's see what we can do here.
It's not going to be super fast, is it? The pretty and virtuous girls what charge of all the plants in the world to distribute sunlight, air, and water to each plant every day so that they can grow and heal and sit. Wrongly. But the Lombano lived lived in the dark sun corner, didn't like the dark sun corner, didn't like the world full of green grass and blooming flowers, so medieval metal bounced from the life from then on. The flower bloomed no longer, and the tree blasted slowly. The banana and the wild fruit the Donkey Kong loved had been lacked too. The world became desolate at once. There were no anything to eat. Donkey Kong felt very hungry, and the famine made him thinner and thinner. Finally, he became a monkey. The poor Donkey Kong can but left the forest, begun his difficult journey to search for food and save Sodoma. Donkey Kong's The Journey of Over Time and Space.
Woo! Thank you. Sorry to drag you up like that. Thank you very much, Nina. I hope I didn't put you too much on the spot there. Just need an emergency person to fill in because it's always fun to see people reacting to this. So this is a bootleg game. It's a bootleg game like cover game. It's pretty amazing if you've ever tried to play it, and by amazing I mean it's not good. Speaking of not good, we've got another bootleg game intro that should prove interesting. Oop. No, it's not auto-starting. Boo. So, the irony of this is, like, I played in the mystery game tournament last night, and this was actually the game I drew. No shit. Like, I had put this in the panel, and then all of a sudden, this game comes up, and I'm like, oh, hell yes. Unfortunately, I lost to somebody spamming Goku. My Joden just couldn't compare. It's not very good. It's a 2-button fighting game. All right. So, speaking of fighting games, who likes fighting games? So, what's the big fighting game that just came out recently? Street Fighter V, you say? Or do you actually mean Street Fighter EX plus Alpha? So, yes, this was the first 3D entry in the Street Fighter series, enhanced for its PlayStation port from the arcade with CG endings. And these endings are pretty special. Like, if you think Street Fighter V's story mode right now is anemic, if you played through arcade mode to get these, you would be very, very sad. The best way I can describe these is that things happen, but nothing happens. Let's look at Ryu's ending for an example. I can't believe Ken is fucking dead. Yeah, that sure was a thing, wasn't it? And when you go through these endings, some of them make more sense than others, and some of them just start turning into, like, Dadaist art. Let's look at Evil Ryu, for example. Ryu, want to calm down there, buddy? Please? Okay, now we're going to get really friggin' weird. got more. We've got more. One more. One of the original characters. Poor Daroom, never seen in mainline Street Fighter after his cold-blooded rock murder of Plumperna. Rip. So, folks, what would you say is the fighting game that defined the PlayStation? Okay, I'm getting a lot of joke answers here, but what I'm actually looking for is I'm looking for Tekken. So, yeah, we all know Namco has I need to get this closer to my mouth. Namco has a very storied history of CG intros and just general quality CG in general. Tekken 1 is not a part of this legacy. Let's look at some of the endings for Tekken 1, shall we? Let's see how far we've come. Hello, sister. My leg appears to be a stump. Those shoulders. Oh my God. This was Nina before she became literal waifu. Ah, Yoshimitsu. Here we go. An hour into toss your dad off a cliff and chill, and he gives you this look. All right, well, I think we have to go back to the well here. I think we have to do another classic, something everybody knows, something everybody's seen. And you know what? For this one, I'm lifting that whole don't yell memes thing. Because we all know this one, we all know what's coming. This is cringiest cutscenes for a reason. Let's do this.
Oh, Chaos Emeralds, Gems of Miracles, please heed my call.
Please don't.
I wish to save this world. I wish to cleanse my father's sin, and I wish to talk to Sonic once again. You have given me so many things. Now it is my time to return the favor. I care not what happens to me, but
Please heed my voice. Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
Yeah, oh boy. Cleanse my father's sin, she says. Boy. So, hey, guess what, folks? We've hit the halfway point of the panel. So, here's some nice Virtua Fire 4 bugs for you. All right. Actually, I had to split this up into 2 PowerPoints because it was getting too big for one file, so I'm going to swap real quick. Yep. Take a breather here, guys. By the way, how is the audio? Is everything too loud, too soft? Good? Okay. Okay, good. All right, let's get this party started.
It's been a while, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS. It's me, Goldman. Well, the 1998 hearing case. Guess who's behind it? It was Goldman.
Yeah, this one's way too soft.
The most eminent financial group and expert on the piano theory. We have to stop him. James, back me up. Okay.
How could anyone do this? Yes, this is Amy. Yes. Yes. It seems that Goldman left a message for us.
What? From Goldman?
Well, he says that he'll be waiting at the Coliseum on the north side of the city.
What accent even is that?
Might be a trap, but let's go on. We'll go from the left. James, you go from the underground passage. We'll go this way. Okay.
I'll call you when something happens.
My friends went inside, but they're not back yet. I told them not to go. What is it?
James, come quickly! Something terrible is happening!
Amy? What happened, Amy?
Oh, geez, I thought I added more to this. Whoopsies. Alas, we are cut off from House of the Dead 2, continuing our bit of Sega there. But yeah, there's plenty of amusing House of the Dead 2 stuff out there. I'm sure you can find some more, should you so please. Apologies, tech stuff happens. Just got a deal, but... So, who here likes anime? How many people here are really old anime fans? Remember when ADV was called AD Vision? Remember when ADV existed? So how many people were introduced to anime by a little television program in 1995 called Sailor Moon? Okay, then you're going to have feelings about this. Yeah, that is actually the intro for the Sailor Moon S 3DO game. I am not kidding you. This is a thing that exists. Yeah, it's also about as good as you'd probably expect being a Japanese 3DO game. Alas. So, anyhow, let's move on to something else my buddy Slowbeef, who isn't here, introduced me to. So, this is a little game called Deep Freeze.
Beginning of the 21st century, terrorism has grown dramatically, and terrorists have become a threat to the whole world. To deal with this situation, the United Nations has established Interance, an international anti-terrorist service. It's time for mankind to fight against the evil that we have created.
We will wipe out the terrorists.
They're insane.
I'm going to annihilate him.
A new master is born.
Kill them!
The end will be decided.
So yes, this is one of the many Resident Evil clones that came out after Resident Evil 2 really blew up in Japan. It never came out in the States, even though it's fully English voice acted. I wonder why. But there's actually something else that's really fascinating about Deep Freeze. I have done way too much goddamn research on this stupid game. So, this man is Yasushi Akimoto. He is very famous as a novelist and a producer. He acted as producer of Deep Freeze, but he also produced something else, something you probably would not expect. Yep. I don't know what the connection between the two is, but it's just one of those fascinating bits of trivia. That's it. Whoop. Anyway, would you like to see more Deep Freeze? Actually, let's let's go check out the villains. The villains are my favorite part of this game. They are just so badly done, so hammy overacted, and just incredibly awkward. Boop. How to play here. There we go. So this is after we take back the tower that had that giant blonde statue on top of it.
Jeez, what's wrong? Just an attack of wimpy team members. Shut up. Brother, is Mom okay? What if she's hurt? What if she failed to escape?
Shut your mouth. I'll waste you. Jack Wyatt.
It just ends with him saying the hero's name. Yeah, I don't know either. Okay, so moving right along, moving into the PlayStation 2 era. This one's a bit of a slow burn. It starts off fairly typical, if not actually good. Then it gets a little weird. And then something about it gets really weird. It comes in out of nowhere and you're just like, is that what I think it is? And let me tell you right now, it is what you think it is. So the audio for this one is going to be kind of important, so I'm going to crank it up because in the initial recording it turned out really soft. Sorry.
Who do you think's covering up the battle?
Listen, the only thing across that ocean is Murska Air Base. That's Yuktobanian territory.
But haven't we been allies with the Ukes since the war 15 years ago?
Nagase, you keep flying like that and you'll die real soon.
I won't die, sir.
You're flying number 2 on my wing. Gotta keep an eye on you, or who knows what you'll get yourself into.
He used to have a lady friend over in Yuktobania.
Captain!
Warning! Warning! War Dog Squadron, return to base immediately!
What happened?
Yuktobania just declared war.
Edge, you lead the formation.
No, Blaze is leading. I'll protect at 6 o'clock. And I'm not gonna lose another flight lead.
Quit screwing around. This is war. Enemies all over and they're gonna eat you alive.
Start up! Come on, come on, come on, come on! This is Grim. I'm taking off.
Be careful, Grim. I'm coming.
The goal of this operation is simple. To invade and occupy the Yuktobanian mainland.
What are we gonna do, kid? I'll follow you.
Maybe we should start calling him Captain.
Ballistic missiles are coming.
The Arcbird?
What was that?
It's like this enemy came straight out of the Demon Legends.
Damn it, Nugget!
That can't... It can't be.
I know a little about that famous legend, too.
Look at that wreckage. I'm amazed they're still making them like this.
They? Who's this they you're referring to?
Rosgrees, the demon from the world of fairy tales.
Captain, do you believe in the demon of Rosgrees?
The demon from the North Sea. I've never seen a stupid fairy tale come true like this.
It appears you're up against Rosgrees itself out there.
When history witnesses a great change, Rosgrees reveals itself. First,
Yes, this is exactly what you think it is.
as a demon, it uses its power to rain death upon the land, and then it dies. However, after a period of slumber, Rosgrees returns.
So, think for a moment here, like, the thought process that goes behind putting Puddle of Mud into the opening trailer for Ace Combat 5, an aerial simulation game. Can you think of any connection? If you can, raise your hand. I'll take suggestions. Can you think of any connection, any reason why Ace Combat 5 would involve Puddle of Mud? Yes, you. Yes, it's blurry. Exactly. They want to take it all away?
Because it was on top of the charts at the moment?
Well, you say it was on top of the charts at the moment, but this was like 2005.
Was it free?
I hope to God it was free. Anyhow, moving on with PlayStation games that have really awkward intros. Actually, let me fix the volume here for a sec. I'm going to... Let me escape and turn it down. Doop. That should be better. Okay. Whoop. So, who remembers this game? This amazing classic of the extreme sports genre. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, a couple people do. That's great. Do you perhaps remember the intro of this game? Nobody. Great. Okay, so let me just explain. I live in San Francisco, so this intro speaks especially to me. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm sorry, I'm very bad with microphones. Woo. Auto start. Boo. Yeah! Oh, now we got a sick party!
Out with the old, in with the new. Mark said keep it clean, do this. Straight from the streets when they tell them new kids. BP is back with the news. Who this press don't be stupid. Useless, why you so damn doofus?
B-roll with bad party people?
If you bad about me, then you're getting 2 hits. One to the eye, one to the lip. And all this here coming straight from the hip. And all I wanna do is just make music and get paid. Like the Slim Shady dude did for the love.
Johnny, can you sign these?
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna sit around for the revenue split. When the band all together take a better group trip. Cause in the band it's hard to survive. When you're playing in the bar, clubs to get high.
I cannot think of a party I would less want to go to than this one. Holy
That was fun, but I'm over it already. I kind of want to go skiing. All right, late. What if it snowed in San Francisco?
And suddenly, CG Johnny Mosley! By the way, I can tell you what would happen if it snowed in San Francisco. Everybody living there would be dead because nobody can drive in snow. Oh, yes. Yep, Johnny Mosley, Mad Tricks. All right, okay, we are coming to one of my very, very personal favorites here. We're sticking with PlayStation 2. So, remember back in the early aughts when Dance Dance Revolution was really big? Remember how kind of everybody wanted to be the next Dance Dance Revolution? And there were a lot of cool games that came out of that. Things like Pump It Up and In the Groove. One that never left Japan was a game called Stepping Stage by Jalico. And when the PlayStation 2 came out, they released several songs from Stepping Stage in a game called Stepping stepping selection. So what made these games interesting is that they had music videos running in the background. And these music videos were, let's say, karaoke machine quality. And they're accompanied by terrible, terrible, terrible covers. So let's have a look at one featuring a very famous movie song, shall we? Yep. There we are. Here's stepping selection for you. Very early PS2 game, not even a rating on it. Can you guess what this is from the picture? I bet you can't.
You just want some more. I think you better call Ghostbusters. Ow! Think you better call Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I can hear you. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, so imagine stepping on a bunch of arrows in front of that, and that's basically stepping selection for you. Oh, but there's more. There's more to stepping selection. A lot of the videos tend to involve a random dancer or dancers of unknown ethnic origin on top of a song that is usually a bad cover of something English or, in the next case, German. Who here is familiar with early 80s Euro pop group Genghis Khan? Well, you're not getting Genghis Khan here. You're getting a real bad cover of Genghis Khan and the strange flash animation and constant threat of buffalo shots. All right, one more from stepping selection. Another song that might be more familiar. I don't even know where to begin with this video. It's magic all the way through. Stepping selection, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so next one we have is another bit of a slow-burning one, but when it starts, and I want you to try and figure out, like, what kind of game this is, maybe what the title of this game would be, and just why it exists. What? Okay, let's see here. We have a tow truck, a giant tow truck, in front of a mansion. Oh, sweet, we got another real banging party here. Nice. Okay, someone's coming out. Good. All right, tow truck is doing something. By the way, whoever animating this really fucking love that tow truck, because this shot lingers. It just keeps going. Cars are being towed. Oh boy. Yep. Yank it. There we go. So, yes, this is Pocket Racers. This is a game where you have been turned into miniature cars for the amusement of Satan. I'm not kidding. It's a PSP game. Yeah, that was pretty trippy, wasn't it? So, we talked a bit about weird fly-by-night publishers. So in Europe, there were a series of publishers who were called the super budget publishers. They would sell games for about, say, US $10 or less on the PlayStation 2. And one of these publishers were, it was a company called Phoenix Games. So what Phoenix Games did is they licensed a bunch of these horrible animated features from a German company called Dingo Pictures. And the result was stuff like Animal Soccer World. So this isn't as much a game as it is a movie that they spliced in weird game stuff into. Technically, it doesn't count as a cutscene per se, but it's in a game and it's terrible and it's weird and it's awesome because there is literally one person dubbing over the original German dialogue in this, and he does all the voices, and he didn't get all the voices. So what you're about to see is like some terrible fever dream, and I apologize.
A penalty kick, it's a penalty kick. Finally, justice. This is the chance for the Wild Dogs to score the 1-1. Gold will take the penalty kick. Here he comes, he shoots it, and it's, oh, it's missed. Saved by the goalie, oh. Halftime.
candy. Get your candy. Candy. Ladies and gentlemen, get your candy.
The ball is gone. This can't be true. Now we can't longer. 1, 2, 3. We are the biggest cheerleader. 4, 5, 6, 7. The Jungle Kings will play like heaven. 8, 9, and 10. We won't see the wild girls again. Hey, yeah, bravo,
Zijn we met z'n allen, we hebben een fijne tijd. We gaan een beetje ballen, het een hele mooie strijd. Geen
Original characters do not steal.
alleen maar jol. Dit wordt een echte topper, wie maakt het eerste goal?
Yeah, I don't know how much more I could show of that without just hurting people. So, you might have noticed a lack of more famous franchises in this mix because I wanted to focus a bit more on things maybe people haven't seen, but let's look at a famous franchise now, shall we? Let's look at Castlevania! Wait, no, it's probably not the Castlevania you're thinking of. It's this Castlevania! So, this is the Iga Castlevania nobody likes to acknowledge, the Wii fighting game with Wiimote controls, with character designs by Takeshi Obata of Death Note fame, who is normally a very good artist, but not a particularly good choice for Castlevania. I'll just put it that way. So, the cutscenes in this game can be best described as people talking to each other about nothing in some of the most disinterested tones imaginable. So let's have a look at some of the scintillating dialogue.
Dracula's plaything.
My, what a dirty mouth you have. We vampires should be friends.
Never. I will never join you.
You share the blood of Lord Dracula, and yet you would stand against me?
Literally nothing happens. They just
Enough
talk to each other.
It is time for you to die.
I will carve off your flesh like an apple-skin boy.
Sudden change of tone. Nice.
Ah, my long-lost boy. Well met, my son.
This will mark the first time I face you at your full strength.
Yes, you were with that wretched Belmont, and I had not reached my full power.
In truth, I may have been frightened, scared to confront my own father.
Is that Yuri Lowenthal? My God.
You're as soft as ever, boy. You truly hope to challenge me.
Also, I love
this time I will not hesitate. This time the son will surpass the father.
Very well, child. Come.
They literally just stand there and talk at each other with cameras panning around them.
Are you clergy?
Oh, and this is
That's
Cornell
no
from
business of
Castlevania
yours,
64
beast.
with Sypha from Castlevania 3.
You must tell me.
I'm sure you can tell these
holy
character
arts
designs
cure
right
my
away.
affliction?
Your curse has been with us since ancient times. Nothing can be done. Death is your only salvation.
No facial changes. They just
But I cannot let you defeat me.
And here's Cornell with Death.
I found you. What do you know of this curse?
With the dark arts we
These two
command,
animating,
your
it is like
affliction can
literally
be
two
remedied.
sock puppets talking to each other.
You swear it?
What would I gain with the lie? Now, come with me.
I trust what you say of the curse, but I do not trust you. I will find the way on my own.
So yes, they talk to each other about nothing for however many seconds, and then a fight begins, and then more nothing happens. But okay, there's one character from this game who got very special treatment, and by special I mean terrible. So remember this character? Remember Maria? The very classy Maria Renard from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, who also at one point looked like this in Castlevania X, Rondo of Blood. Well, oh, she now looks like that, and I skipped past it. We can always go back. Boop, boop. There we go. So, not sure what Obata was thinking with this character design. Kingdom Hearts, yeah, that's a good comparison. So, as you can see by the dialogue we saw earlier, Maria is bound to have some very interesting and meaningful conversations, and by that I mean they butcher her character in the worst way possible. This is going to be the worst thing I show, bar none.
Hey! Are you a vampire hunter?
I am. If you're here, you must be one as well.
Uh-huh. They're huge.
Will you stop? These things only get in the way.
How can you say that? Those are a sacred gift! Oh my god! Vampire!
Oh my god!
Why, hello, sweetie pie. You'll make a nice little appetizer.
Even the vampires are bigger than mine!
What are you babbling about?
No way am I losing to you!
So her impetus to fight is jealousy over boob sizes. Castlevania Judgment, everybody. I'm very sorry. Oh wow, we are actually running way ahead here. I may have time to show some stuff that I originally had cut. So, this was my closer.
Hey, watch.
Hey, you got pretty good.
You sound sad.
Yeah, maybe.
You're all free to act along with this, by the way.
I really don't think that's gonna help this time.
You know what? It's embarrassing to say this myself, but summoners and their guardians are kind of like Spira's ray of light. A lot of people in Spira depend on us. I learned to practice smiling when I'm feeling sad, you know. I know it's hard.
I understand. I think.
Right. Now let's see what you can do.
Let's not.
Huh?
Come on.
This is weird.
No shit.
Next, try laughing out loud.
What?
Come on, show me.
I love how they just stand around like, what the hell are these idiots doing?
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Yes.
was your idea.
Thank you.
Huh?
I want my journey to be full of laughter.
Just please not that laughter.
Okay.
If we should get separated, just whistle. I'll come running. I promise.
Well, let's go.
Let's forget that ever happened, please.
What are you looking at?
We were just worried you guys might have gone crazy.
Yeah?
Sorry. Well then, all right. Now, we will go to the temple at Jose. And Guardians, don't forget to smile.
So that was originally my closer. I have other things that I cut because I worried we would run over on time, but I was told we only had until 11:45 due to scheduling conflicts, but now I'm told we are actually running until like the full midnight. So we have things. We have things I can show you folks that aren't part of the presentation. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. However, if you want to go watch your two best friends go play, have a ball. So, sorry. I've got something here that is not a game, but is amazing. So, there is an anime series from the 1970s called Charge Man Ken. It is one of my very favorite things. The animation is zero budget, the voice acting is terrible, and the plots are nonsensical, and the hero is a child who is a human monster, basically. So, I actually have to step out for just a moment, but in the meantime, would you like to watch some Charge Man Ken? I think you would. All right, let's do this. Is it stalling? There we go. Perfect. Whoop. Windows 7, why?
Your PowerPoint is chewing up the memory.
Oh, right. I should shut down PowerPoint. Whoop. Whoop.
僕はアイスクリームとピーナッツとキャンディーとそして何にしようかなあどうもすいませんでした
お菓子好きかい？
うん大好きさ
俺はもう大好きでギスそうかねあなたがボルガ博士ですね君たちは来てください
あ行こうよケンボーもう映画が始まっちゃうよバリカン先に行ってて
話せ何をする
次に東京湾上に建設している 海上工業都市の設計者である西ドイツのボルガ博士が今夕工業局の局長をはじめ科学の権威である吉坂博士など日本を代表する学者十数名を招いて宇宙局大ホールでレセプションを開くことになりました。
嘘だ。ボルガ博士はあの時
憲法怒ったの？
なんだか顔色が変よ。
レセプションはもう始まっているの？
あと30分で日本を代表する学者たちが吹っ飛ぶわけだ。
まさかボルガ博士が改造されてるとも知らずにな。
元気かね？
皆さん、そこにいるボルガ博士は偽物です。
まさかんなバカなバカ。ケン君何を言うのだ？
吉坂博士、僕は見ました。本物のボルガ博士がどこかに連れ去られるのを。ここにいるのはきっと
ケン君。
鏡に映っている。奴らは鏡に映らないはずだ。するとそんなバカな。
あんまり皆さんを驚かすものじゃないな、坊や。ケン君、今日は帰りなさい。
Sorry?
そうか、頭の中に爆弾が。ボルガ博士、あなたは殺されたんです。その頭の中に爆弾を仕掛けられて、今のあなたは人間ロボットなんだ。ボルガ博士、お許しください。そうなボルガ博士。でもこうして海上工業都市は立派に出来上がりました。
きっと空の向こうから見ていてくださってるよ。
ええ。
Yeah, it just ends. Chargeman Ken is full of stuff like this. I love this stupid show and all of its terrible, terrible logic and characters and everything. But I just love terrible things in general. Anyhow, let's find... There's one thing I cut due to time, and it's cinematics from this casino game called Golden Nugget for the PlayStation 1. So, if you're wondering, like, how do you make a PlayStation 1 casino game more interesting to the point where it's 2 CDs long, it's simple. You put in a ton of FMV cutscenes and a really elaborate story. So, let's just need to dig up the ducks here. Whoop. Whoop. All right, let's so here's a cutscene. This scientist has come to the Golden Nugget for a poker tournament.
Movements, please. Just the chip. Now.
Chip?
The Chaos one. The one you designed, its location.
Who are you?
Call me Shirako, but quietly.
I swear I've
We
seen
don't
this
want to
guy
wake
in
the
something
neighbors.
else.
Get it.
Why should I?
Let me count the ways. Where is it?
The chip's been stolen. By who?
Steven, it's me. Look, don't say anything. I know that it's been forever and we didn't part on the greatest of terms, but I need your help. I'm in a real mess. I'm here, too, at the Golden Nugget. I hope your poker skills are intact.
Just listen, I don't have much time. Someone stole something very important from my hotel room. It's a microchip. It's a processor that...
Trust me, it's a toy everyone in Las Vegas would want. They left something behind in my hotel room. It's a registration form for the poker tournament. Some writing on the back I can't quite make out. Anyway, whoever it is might still play, and if you could just... I don't know. Ben's around here somewhere. Maybe you could find my friend Melanie.
Wait for it.
Sorry, I'm still so high maintenance, Stevie. I'll talk to you
Wait
when
for
I
it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yep. And what's even better than that is awkward celebrity cameos. Well, not really cameo. This particular celebrity plays a big part in this. To the point where I am actually going to disconnect it for a second so I don't ruin the surprise, because I, like an idiot, named the file after the celebrity. Whoop. All right. Okay, not sure why this is taking so long, but I think probably the resolution changed. PC's still getting used to it. Maybe I should plug this back in now. God damn it. And now I ruined it. Okay.
Everybody close your eyes! Have a cover your eyes. You smart ass. This one thing, Gary, close your eyes. Don't look.
If I may be of assistance.
There we go. Yep. Why, yes,
Mr.
it is
Sway.
Adam West, TV's Batman.
Mr. Farland may have my seat for the first joust. It seems I have business elsewhere.
There you go.
That is Adam West.
Well, so you're Killsberg.
Shelley's told me so much about you.
My name's Slane, but anybody who knows me from Adam calls me Hugh. I gathered from your body language that you're a left-handed card player, a little disconcerting since I see that you've neglected the laces on your right shoe. A stress level that could only be related to the jitters before a high-stakes game of chance. Or to the comments I overheard this morning from a young woman at the payphones downstairs since she called her speaker Stevie. It can only be assumed that you're he and here for her. Or one of us has become vaguely confused. Though my suspicions perhaps sound deranged to the common ear, I think there's more to this friendly game of chance than meets the eye. You keep that eye on your opponents, I'll be in touch. It's your turn at bat.
So the whole game winds up being about you just playing poker and Adam West giving you monologues about the situation that's happening. It's super weird. It sounds incredible. All the FMVs are out there if you want to check them out. There was one, oh yes, Clock Tower. Unfortunately, I never got around to cutting this one, so I'm just going to root around. I apologize, I did not expect to run under. I expected to run over, so things are just a little odd right now. It happens. Yeah, I got plenty of Charge Man Ken if you want that too. One sec. Yep. Okay.
Excuse me. Hey.
Teach.
Hi. Okay, I found it.
You're alive.
I found the video. I just didn't want
Hey, what do you mean by that?
a bunch of dumb scrubbing to get on here.
Where is everyone? Aren't they with you?
Ms. Waxwell, I'm going to hide here for a while.
So the thing about this game is that all of the dialogue was voiced by Japanese voice actors. It's all English dialogue. They voiced it all phonetically.
Are you alright?
Damn. Somebody attacked me from behind. My head is still throbbing.
There are a lot of exchanges like that.
What about Jennifer? Have you found her?
And awkward pauses.
No, not yet.
That's okay. I'll help you look. We'll find her.
Yeah, this one I didn't even get around to because I thought Clock Tower's a little weird and awkwardly paced. Oh god, this scene. This scene is great. Yeah, there we go.
Got? Got?
Yo, Teach.
Oh, you're alive.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Where is everyone? Aren't they with you?
Scissor Man attacked us and we all scattered.
Oh, I see.
What do we do now, Teach?
We've got to keep looking. There has to be a way to kill Scissorman here somewhere. That's why he's trying so hard to get in our way.
Yeah, then take this with you. It might be useful.
Might?
A pistol? What about you?
It's okay. I've got another. Can you use it?
Yes, I've had some training.
That means you're an amateur. But anyway, this will be real practice.
Got.
Huh?
Thank you. What was that?
Just what you thought you saw. Ghosts. Probably the ghosts of all the kids killed here.
How terrible.
How terrible.
After Scissor Man, I ain't scared of no ghosts.
All right. Yeah. This is a long video, guys. I gotta scrub to find the rest of the good shit.
Seminar.
Oh, here we go. Wait, that's not Latin. The thing about Clock Tower is that Scissor Man just tends to appear when you least want him. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
hit him? Jennifer! Thank heaven you're still alive. Helen? It's okay now. I've got Scissorman cornered. Wait here. Professor Bar... Professor Barton.
Yeah, I thought Clock Tower would be a bit too awkward. I guess I was wrong. Whoopsies.
How could you?
Helen, I told you when you first joined my seminar. There's always a danger of turning toward evil. When you are researching criminal behavior. Always remember that danger.
What are you saying?
It's ironic, isn't it? That I was drawn in by his evil soul.
No, really, what are you saying?
Helen, do you believe that you really have the strength to keep it from happening to you?
This is supposed to be like the horrifying death scene, and it's just got this calliope in the background, and wow.
Can you really deny that you are involved in this case because you wanted to be involved?
Good God,
Maybe
that's like people die when
too
they're killed.
Are attracted by the vast darkness.
I'm not like you.
Well, later, buddy. Slam the door
All right,
shut.
Teach. She's okay. And the case is solved.
It is not over yet.
Helen?
The professor said he was drawn in by his evil soul. His. In other words, the real Scissorman is still alive. It's not over until he is dead. Gods, please stay with Jennifer.
What about you?
I'm going to take another look around. I'm going to find the real Scissorman.
I see. Be careful.
Helen?
I'll be all right.
Okay, this game really is. That's why I opted not to include it. These scenes just don't stop. They're amazing, but they don't stop. All right. Okay, I think I really do got to wrap it now, guys. But thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for enjoying this. Sorry, got a little makeshift there towards the end, and yeah, I think we had all had a pretty good time here. Did we not? So yeah. www.gaming.moe is my website. I'm at ZeroChan on Twitter. You can find video of last year's panel on gaming.moe along with interviews. One of the interviews is coincidentally the producer of the Clock Tower series. I've also done stuff like interviewed the original scenario writer for Resident Evil. I've talked with Donna Burke, who sung the theme song for Metal Gear Solid 5 and voices the iDroid. I've done features on how MC Hammer influenced gaming. I've reviewed a bunch of weird games, including several visual novels, BL games, Otome games, generally stuff that doesn't get covered by mainstream sites. It's just a repository for weird gaming-related stuff. So go check it out if you like this presentation. Woo! Okay, that's my spiel. Go out. I have loosed thee. Have fun.